All right, everybody, just recently I was approached by a company called Ketone Aid, and they make a product called Ketone Ester. Now, if you haven't heard of ketone esters before, basically if you're thinking of the ketone or exogenous ketone supplements like Perfect Keto, Prove It, things like that, those are what are called ketone salts. And basically it is ketones like beta-hydroxybutyrate, which are actually bound to a salt, and so it makes it more palatable. Otherwise, when you just have pure ketones like ketone esters, they taste absolutely terrible. That's why on the back of this it says flavor is bitter jet fuel. So that makes me really excited to try this out. But they approached me, basically let me know it was great for cognitive performance, wanted to get my take on it. So we're going to give you an honest review, and what we're going to do is I will take my blood ketone levels right now. So I got my ketone meters here. And so we're going to take my level of ketones before, and then we're going to take them probably 15 minutes after we take this just to see what it's like. And then I'll actually take this with you guys watching so you can see my reaction to what it actually tastes like. I'm very, very curious with this, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so just finished taking my blood ketone levels, and I'm at a 0.6 right now, which is pretty standard for me. I'm usually like 0.6 to 0.8, depending on what I ate the night before. So, not too bad. So I'm in very mild ketosis. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so now let's take these ketone esters. Alright, I can't say I'm looking forward to this, but I got my coffee here, my bulletproof coffee, just in case I need a little washer. Alright, here goes nothing. Oh, well, okay, there's a little cap in here. It's like a science experiment. Alright. Oh, God, it smells terrible. Alright, down the hatch. Here we go. Whew. They weren't kidding. Doesn't taste great. Not as bad as I thought it was, but still definitely not great. Ugh. Alright, so we're going to come back in about 15 minutes, recheck my blood ketone, and then what I'll do is at the end of the day, or as we go throughout the day, I'll kind of give you guys a little feedback on what I'm feeling, what I'm noticing. Stay tuned. Oh, God, it's still in my mouth. Never had to gargle bulletproof coffee before. Alright, so it's been about 15 minutes now. So now we're going to test my blood ketones again here. Already I'm starting to feel something. Like I'm already starting to feel a little bit of like a boost. I don't know how to describe it quite yet, but definitely noticing something for sure. Right. See if I can get some blood out of this. That was way easier. All right. Got it. All right, so 15 minutes after. Oh, no way. We're at 2.7 after 15 minutes. All right. So that's what I'm feeling. That is wild. 15 minutes and we're at 2.7. That's crazy. That's crazy. Here we go. All right, so it's been about an hour and 15 minutes now. So now I'm going to take my blood ketone levels again, just to kind of see where we're at, see if they maybe leveled off or if they keep rising up a little bit. So let's get a little test right here. See if we can get some. There we go. Spending a lot of money today on ketone strips. Hope you guys appreciate this video. All right, let's see where we're at. Dude, unbelievable. So after an hour, we're at a 5.4. That is crazy. That's just blowing my mind right now. But I feel good. Like, I've been working for the past hour, and I've just been straight crushing it, it feels like. I feel like my brain's just on fire today. It's just on hyperdrive. So I feel good. I mean, this stuff is really working so far. It's only been an hour, but I'm just going to keep working the rest of the day. I got a lot of stuff to do, and I'll check in later at the end of the day once I kind of finish everything I need to finish and give kind of a final official review, see what I think about everything. But, man, this stuff is no joke. All right, so it's been about an hour and a half, and I just kind of want to do one more test. Like, I just can't believe how high my ketone levels have gotten within an hour. I'm about to go get lunch after this, but I'm just curious. I want to see where this is actually getting towards. All right, let's see if we can get enough here. Just enough. All right, let's see where we're at after an hour and a half. All right, so now we're at like 4.7. So now we're kind of like mellowing off a little bit, which is just normal. That makes sense. All right, so now I'm gonna keep doing some work, get some work done, go eat some food, but curious to see what happens after I eat. But so far I've been getting a ton of stuff done thanks to this stuff. So I'll do a full review later, let you guys know what the deal is. All right, so it's now roughly 6 hours since I've taken the ketone esters, and I'll tell you what, man, that thing works. That thing is no joke. As you could probably see in the video before, ketones got pretty high, but then they mellowed off after, so they started to mellow off. My biggest question when I first started was I was curious how my body was really going to be able to handle just that level of ketosis. I don't think I've ever really been that high in ketosis before, to a 5.7. But even during that time, I can see why, like when I talk to these guys from Ketone Aid, they basically have two categories in which they're really focusing on. One is sports performance, the other is cognitive improvement or cognitive enhancement. And I like that because I see all these things out there for exogenous ketone products, and they're all about weight loss, and there's so many different aspects to that I don't think you can just have any diet and use exogenous ketones and all of a sudden it's this magic weight loss pill. So I love these guys don't even address that. It's like not even on their minds. It's all about sports performance and cognitive enhancement, which I think these things are perfect for. But I mean, when you talk about ketone salts versus ketone esters, and especially Ketone Aid, I mean, this stuff is top of the line jet fuel stuff, and this stuff freaking works, dude. It was crazy. But I was just curious how my body was going to be able to handle that, and I did not feel jittery whatsoever. I didn't feel anxious. I didn't feel like I took too much. It just was like the perfect amount for myself, and just felt really great throughout the entire day. Like, I got so much stuff done. Felt really good. Got a lot of work done. I also felt, like I was mentioning on Instagram Live, is I just felt super creative. I just felt like when I had to get these graphics done and some other creative stuff that we need to get done for our website and for other outlets, I was just able to really think super fast. Like, it was really fascinating. I did not expect that at all from being just that level of ketosis before. But like I said, that taste was awful. That was so bad. But really, it's super worth it in terms of getting your body into ketosis. But they haven't taken this on the market yet, and I don't see it for sale anywhere. So I'm really curious to see what their price point is going to be for something like this. In terms of how can somebody use this, I'm curious to talk more with these guys about it, because I just don't know if that kind of level of ketosis constantly is a good thing. But in terms of like sports performance, I think that's absolutely perfect, honestly, because I felt that kind of like rush. Like, I just really wanted to work out. Like, I felt like if I went into the gym in the weight room right then, I would have crushed it. Like, I did feel like that sort of pump. Not as much as probably they do when they do it for sports performance, but I definitely felt that rush for sure. But yeah, I'm just curious what the price point's going to be for something like this. I've heard that ketone esters can be quite pricey and quite expensive. And if that's the case, I just don't think it's really doable for most people. But if they can get it to somewhere where it's roughly the same range per serving, maybe like a little bit more for ketone salts, which I just don't think that's going to be possible. Then I'd see it definitely being worth it. But in terms of everyday use, I think a ketone salt will do its job. But man, I was really impressed with these ketone esters. Like, I'm really curious what's going to happen with them as they kind of go out a little more, because this stuff is no joke. It really works. So I'm curious to talk more with these guys. I think we're going to be doing an interview pretty soon with them and seeing my results and then comparing with them and what they have planned for the future. But I tell you what, when this stuff hits the market, and if you're curious to try this, definitely do. And do it on a day where you either, if you're taking it for sports performance or for cognitive performance, if you're taking it for sports performance, do it on a day where you're either doing a PR lift or you have a competition or something. Like if you're CrossFit, do it before a competition, or if it's for cognitive performance, do it on a day when you got like a stressful day and you got to get a lot done. You will be very, very impressed. Like, this stuff works really well. But like I said, I'm just curious what the business model is going to look like, what their price point's going to be, and just if it's going to be affordable for most people down the road. But you can probably find more videos on these, but they definitely work for sure. It was a fun test to try, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of these guys down the road. But if you've tried it before, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm very curious what you guys noticed taking these. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe by pressing the button somewhere around here, somewhere. And you can also find more helpful episodes on our episodes of Brain Hacks. We do one every week. Check it out. See you guys soon.